Dry eye. Dry eye is a common eye condition that involves the dryness of the ocular surface. I've made a lot of videos to explain the various causes of dry eye. But today, I'm going to be talking about a very good fix. It might not be a quick fix, but it's a good fix. Because dry eye is very common, a lot of eye doctors, they commonize it a lot. Oh, you're having dry eye, just take artificial tears, take lubricating eye drop. Dry eye is a disease. It needs to be treated as a disease. Some eye doctors, they use over experience to treat dry eye. And at the end of the day, patients are still coming down with this dry eye. But when dry eye becomes a disease, only artificial tears will no longer suffice. There are some dry eye diseases that cause catastrophic side. It leads to some inflammatory diseases that even causes more dryness. For some doctors, they give some anti-inflammatory medications or eye drops like cyclosporine. Even some doctors can even go as far as steroid to combine with their artificial tears. But the part of dry eye that I want to talk about today is what we call the meibomian gland dysfunction. The meibomian gland is part of your lacrimal gland, which means your tear gland, where the tears of the eye is being produced and processed. This our body be like factory and warehouse. Around here is a lacrimal gland. When it gets produced, the tears moves to your lower lids where we have the meibomian glands. So those the meibomian glands, which is under your eyelids, just like inside, it has pockets. So these pockets, they collect the tears. And before I go further, I want to make you understand that the tears is a very vital aspect of our eyes. It lubricates the front surface of the eye so that it doesn't dry out, nourishes the front surface of the eye, protects it from harmful organisms, debris. So it makes your eyes not to be vulnerable to attacks. And then it also adds to the refraction of your eye. So before you can be able to see, the tear film is the first thing that the light hits. It's sitting just right on top of your cornea. So that's just telling you the importance of your tears. This your upper lids here has something like magnets or pickers. Anytime you blink, your upper lids picks those tears that are in that pocket and swipe it over your eye for lubrication, protection, refraction. It just makes it balance. It just balances things, which is good and healthy for the front surface of your eye. Sometimes there can be instability in the oily layer of the tears, and that tends to block those pockets. So now there's no pockets for the tears to get filled again. Now, when you blink, there's no tears that your upper lid will pick. You start having dry eye. Sorry, they took light while I was Nepa, you are disgracing me. And then you start feeling dryness. How do you feel dryness? Number one, it could be that you are feeling something like sand in your eye. Even when the dust no blue enter your eye, you go shad if you say something there inside and to making you uncomfortable. Sometimes you be feeling like there's pepper inside your eye. I see them spray small tear gas inside your eye. Then sometimes some people say will be having more tears. Now there are two types of tears. We have the reflex tears and the basal tears. The reflex test is the one that when we cry, it will come out. It's reflex, so it comes out reflexly. Then there's a basal test. This basal test is the one I'm talking about, the one that is rich and nutritious. If this basal test is lacking, the eye will produce reflex tests to make up for the basal test. And this reflex test, it lacks a lot of lubricating nutrients that the basal test has. So what will happen is that it will be drying out easily. And as it's drying out, the eye will be bringing more. So you will now be having more tears and thinking, oh, no, this is just the way of the eye compensating for your basal tears. If you're tearing too much, it might be that you have dry eye. If you're lacking basal tears, your reflex tears will help you. And the reflex tears does not stay. It dries out quickly. So the eye will keep producing and producing. Quick fix, warm compress. Or should I say hot fermentation? Boil water, tea hot, something your hand can tolerate. Put clean towel inside, squeeze it out. Massage your eye because it's going to unblock those blocked orifices. When it unblocks it,